Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Katie and I've got 4 kiddos and we do a little bit of everything on this channel. I like to do it all. I like to do vlogs and sometimes cleaning videos, and yeah, we just like to do a little bit of everything on this channel. So if you're new here, we would love to have y'all join our channel, so go ahead and push that red subscribe button down below. But anyways, in this video, I'm going to show you a few dinner ideas. Let's see, I filmed my dinner ideas maybe a couple of weeks ago, so I can't remember if there's 3 or 4 dinners on here. But anyways, I'm just now getting around to editing it. It's been a little bit busy around here, and I really haven't had time to do much editing. But now that Mason is in preschool 2 days a week, I'm hoping that those are my 2 days that I can get videos up. So it will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump in to our dinner ideas. All right, tonight for supper, I'm just going to be making like a sausage one pan thing. Oh, and now that I'm looking at it, I realize I do not have all my ingredients set out here. So, I've got some sausage. This is usually not the sausage I use, but I've had this in the freezer because we were gonna use it to cook out one night and we ended up not cooking out. So I need to use the sausage. So this is the sausage that I'm going to use, and I'm just gonna add some red onion, some red bell pepper, squash, zucchini, sweet potatoes, and some broccoli. You could probably add more or less vegetables. If you want to, you could pretty much just whatever you want to put in it, and it's gonna taste delicious. So, and then I'm just gonna make some quinoa. I get this at Costco and it will last you forever. Like, I've had this for a long time. And instead of cooking it in water, I need to start getting rid of this vegetable broth, so I'm just gonna cook it in vegetable broth. I've never made quinoa in vegetable broth before. I have made it in chicken broth, so I don't see why vegetable broth would be a big deal. So that is what's gonna be for supper tonight. So we'll just go ahead and get started. All right, so I got my pan out and I'm just gonna add a cup of this quinoa and then 2 cups of this vegetable broth. We're just gonna bring that to a boil, and then we'll put the lid on and lower the heat and simmer it. Just usually until the liquid's gone. It usually takes about 20 minutes. of this everything but the bagel on it. And I'm gonna add just a touch of cayenne pepper, and that is it. And now we're gonna stick it in the oven and let it cook. Probably, you really just want the sweet potatoes to be soft. I mean the veggies too, but the sweet potatoes are gonna take longer than the veggies. So when the sweet potatoes are soft, it'll be done. So probably about 40 minutes or so-ish. All right, and here you have it. Honestly, can't even tell you how long I cooked it for because I accidentally turned my oven down because I made the kids a pizza. And the pizza cooked hotter than what I wanted this to cook at, and I spaced out and turned my oven way down. But anyways, maybe it's like 30 minutes or so, I don't know. You'll know when the potatoes are done, they're soft, you'll know it's done. So anyways, all I do is I put some of this in a bowl and I top it with this, and it is delicious. And I like to put sriracha on mine. Right, tonight for supper, I was going to make some cube steak, some scalloped potatoes, and I've got some broccoli right here, and then the flour and the egg is to put on the cube steak. I'm gonna dip it in egg and then dip it in flour, and then we'll put it in some oil. But I'm gonna start on these first because these take the longest to cook, and then we will start on the cube steak. Okay, so for the scalloped potatoes, I'm just gonna follow the instructions on the box. So simple and easy. Yeah, I'm gonna make supper. You can't get up here. All right, now I'm just going to put an egg in one bowl and flour in another bowl. I usually just start out with one egg, and then if I need to add another egg, I will add another egg. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, so we'll just see. I'm going to add some avocado oil and start letting that heat up. I just like to coat the bottom of the pan. You don't want to get it too low, but you don't want to get it too hot either. So a little bit past medium is what I have it on. Ooh. All right, I'm just gonna open up my steaks here. These are still a little, I took them out too late in the day, so they're still a little bit hard to take apart. All right, I'm just gonna take it, put it in the flour, dip it in the egg, and then we're gonna put it in the flour again, and then put it in our pan. They are cooking. We'll let these cook on this side for a few minutes, and then we'll flip them and cook them on the other side. All right, I got my steaks out of there. So now I'm gonna just make some gravy. Just gonna add some flour. I'm gonna mix all that flour into the grease. You kind of have to get this kind of just right. So you don't want it to be too watery. You don't want it to be too thick. And when you look at it, it's still just a touch watery. So I'm gonna add Just a little bit more flour. Let that boil just for a second. Get that flour taste out.
Are you happy when you know it's like, No.
Alright, now we're gonna start adding milk. I just add milk. I don't know, this is all like a feel thing. I don't have any measurements on anything for when I make my homemade gravy, which is probably not very good, but that's how I've made it. That's how my mom taught me how to make it, so that's how I've always made it. So I've mixed all this in, and when it starts thickening up, I will be able to tell if I need more milk or not. Okay, it's starting to thicken up. You can see right here in the middle where it's pretty thick. So it's looking like I'm gonna need a little bit more milk. Alright, I'm gonna add just a little bit more milk, and then we're gonna salt and pepper it, and then it will be done. Alright, tonight for dinner I'm going to be making some like little mini meatball, not meatball, what is it called? It's not meatball, meatloaf. And I'm going to be putting them in a cupcake pan. So I've got some of my ground beef, and then onion, and then some of my seasonings, ketchup, and then we're going to have some mac and cheese with it. Those are for the meatloaf. And then I'm gonna make some Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna put some bacon in the Brussels sprouts. Hold on. And then I'm gonna make this for the kids because Allison will eat Brussels sprouts, but the other three will not. So I'm gonna make that for the kids. So that is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. So let's start baking it. I'm gonna preheat it to 350. All right, and while that's preheating, I'm gonna go ahead and start my Brussels sprouts, because those are gonna take a little bit to get soft. I like my Brussels sprouts to be softer. I don't want them all hard and crunchy. I have eaten them like that before. I just prefer them to be a little bit on the softer side. So I'm gonna start off with this bacon. And you can add as little bacon as you want, or a lot of bacon. I usually add about 4 or 5 pieces. That's about 4 pieces. I think that's all I'm gonna add today. I'm gonna turn this on probably a little bit more than medium. You can leave your bacon a little bit chewier or crunchy. I like my bacon crunchy. So when I cook bacon, I love burnt crunchy bacon. So if I cook anything that has bacon in it like this, I do tend to make it a little bit more on the crunchier side. So that's just my preference, but you can do it however your heart desires. All right, now I'm gonna add some minced garlic to it. This is the garlic I use. I always just buy it already minced for me. If you like garlic, you can add a lot. I like garlic, so I add a little bit of garlic to everything. gonna add in my bag of shaved Brussels sprouts. Get all that mixed in. All right, now I'm just gonna stick the lid on, turn it down to low heat, and we're just gonna let those Brussels sprouts get soft. All right, and for the mini meatloafs, I'm just gonna add my ground beef, that's interesting. I know I got an egg out. What in the world would I do with that egg? All right, it rolled behind the fruit. I'm gonna add an egg. A 1/4 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. It calls for a cup of panko breadcrumbs. I think that's probably what's got in here. So that was probably a little more. Well, oh well. And then I'm going to chop up an onion and put in there, and then we're gonna mix it all together. All right, I got my onion in here, so now I'm just going to mix this all up with my hand. I always just use my hand because it's just so much easier to use your hand than anything else when you're mixing all of this up. Almost forgot to add my ketchup. This is the ketchup that I'm using. You don't have to add ketchup in it during this part. I just like to. I've just always added ketchup in with the meat mixture, and then when it's almost done, I put ketchup on the top. So you'll see that here in a second. All right, so that's all good and mixed up, and now we're gonna add it to our cupcake pan. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it with some of this spray right here. So to help them keep them from sticking, because I don't use cupcake liners when I do this. And then I'm just gonna start filling it up. All right, and then I'm gonna stick these in the oven for about 10 minutes, and we'll pull them out, put the ketchup on, and then we'll put them back in the oven. Well, I'm an amateur at this. I just showed myself putting ketchup on the mini meatloaves, and I didn't even record doing it, so I just put ketchup on the mini meatloaves, and now I'm cooking them again for about another 10 minutes. All right, so here is what our Brussels sprouts are looking like. I turned them up just a touch. They are soft. Let me turn this off. I get a little crispy on the bottom, but that's okay. So, I'm gonna take some mozzarella cheese and put that on top and let that melt, and then they are ready to eat. They're so good. So good. This is all the mozzarella cheese I have. Usually I like to cover it a little bit more, but that's all I have, so I'll have to do it for tonight. Here it is all served up, minus the Brussels sprouts. This is one of the kids' plates, and that is dinner tonight. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like videos like this, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I will know if I need to do more videos like this. I do really enjoy watching dinner idea videos because it gives me some ideas of what to make for dinner, because some nights I'm like, I have no idea what to make, and I'm tired of making the same things over and over. But when you have picky kids, you just kind of make the same things over and over. But anyways, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you are new, and we will see y'all in our next video. Bye.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop.